I have been savoring the moment that we can march to this situation. And in fact, I still was okay to like let him yap and everything, right? But as of I believe 1 or 2 days ago, saintontas released a 2 hours and 15-minute video trying to farm this document that apparently I have abused my editors, essentially insinuating that as an employer, I'm abusing my employees based on the one guy. For all of the things that saintontas has said for the past 1 year, this is probably the first time he has dared to cross the line beyond just like petty gacha takes, right? Or power creep, Oh, he's farming this. Yeah, he doesn't know what he's doing. Man, he get away from Wuthering ways. For the first time, he actually wants to go after not just my reputation on a content creator, but my reputation as a human being by essentially painting me as this guy that abuses his editors. And part of me thinks it is honestly just my fault that I let it get this far, because I've always thought that ignoring a dog that is barking long enough, the dog will eventually stop barking, right? Except that this dog has been barking for 1 year straight, and it seems to be barking even louder, and at pretty much everyone in the gacha space. And I know that this is, at this point, a problem that needs to be held accountable, right? I think that's one of his favorite phrases, held accountable. Because for 1 year, right, literally for 1 year, nobody has held him accountable. And whenever somebody tries to, he will use his art of gacha war and manipulate, disorientate, and essentially make it such that he is the victor, right? He is the honor one. He's farming W's. And also for 1 year straight, I think saintontas just came with the idea that, oh shit, MrPokke said he's not going to engage. So I'm just going to farm every other day. I think as of the past, or at least like this month, there's what 5, 6 videos about me, because he thinks I will never ever engage. Saintontas, this is the clip that you have referenced yesterday. All right, so let's just take a listen. All right, let's just take a listen. Hold up.
And after the call out, I don't know if Pokke has it in him. I don't think Pokke is ever going to mention my name ever again. I don't think Pokke is ever going to mention my name ever again, because I am his father. I am Pokke father.
Damn.
And he knows it.
Yep.
And after the...
So he really just thinks he can just keep saying whatever he wants to say, going after my brand, going after my community, going after literally my editorial team and my management for my, literally basically their employees, right? As a abusive employer. And even this was not even from very long ago, guys. This was literally yesterday, right? So now that he really wants my attention, because I know he made that 2 hour, 15-minute document to try to get a rise out of me, right? Because he was getting cooked by everyone in the gacha space. So he threw out this distraction with Mr. Simon as an attempt to, wait, why are you guys not talking about MrPokke abusing his editor? And going even so far to try and get Tectone to react to the 2 hour, 15 minutes. Unfortunately, he didn't. But he really wants somebody to take the pressure off of his situation. So saintontas, as Mordekaiser would once say, you have my attention. And today is going to be day 1 of me giving you my undivided attention until you either announce a public apology or you take down all of your bullshit that you have created against my channel and my brand. But I know neither of these two things are going to happen. So I will not stop. I will not stop until that day happens. And for every single day that you do not stop, I release one video about you. Because you see, I have this folder with, I think at this point, 50 different scenarios where if this was any other content creator, you would have farmed the exact same scenario for like at least 3 hours long. So saintontas, you have poked at me for 1 year. And this is the point where I will get my hands dirty. And until one of us stops, this will never end. Thank you, saintontas, for giving me the motivation. Because the thing is, my motivation for like the past 1 year has been on gameplay, has been on gacha, has been on doing my own things. I think anybody that watch my streams can attest to that fact. But if you do not want to respect my community, my space, my branding, on top of basically having the one of, if not the biggest Napoleon complex I've ever seen in a human being, then sure, I am now motivated. I'm now no longer motivated by gacha games. I'm no longer motivated by guide making. And I'm so sorry to my community. But early access server content is going to be coming to a pause, as well as any other gacha games, until this thing comes to an end. Which is honestly a little bit unfortunate, because I wanted to do the Sparkle guide. I wanted to do the relics and everything, right? But at this point, my motivation is no longer about gacha, because this thing needs to be addressed. Because if I don't address this, what's the next thing he's going to say? Yesterday was about gacha games. Today, it's about me abusing my editors. What else is he going to say tomorrow? And I know saintontas just keeps thinking that I'm a punching bag, because I never, or relatively speaking, I've never confronted him like this hard for like 1 year. Because I know the way that he trembles at gacha smack. I have the clip. Alright? You were like, I could end Gacha Smack's career if I wanted to, right? You could end his career if you wanted to. Gacha Smack saw the clip yesterday. You were literally scrambling in his chat, desperately trying to say, oh, you are misconstruing what I'm saying. Oh, you are mistaken. That's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. In his chat yesterday, live. Because I know Gacha Smack 100% stands on business. Alright, so for some weird reason, you just seem to have the impression that I would just never ever stand on my business. You know that nice teacher that you've always had? Like, imagine if Professor Pokke, is like this nice teacher, right? And like, he never really wants to, get really mad. Alright? And after 1 entire year, till yesterday, where you want to go after how I treat my editors, okay, I will stand on business. Because it is about damn fucking time somebody showed you some of your favorite word. Accountability. So yes, chat, this is pretty much going to be the situation for my streams. We are unfortunately gonna have to focus on this topic all the way until it gets resolved. And I know saintontas is just basically never gonna be publicly apologizing, which is just gonna mean that I will just never stop going. Or rather, never stop stopping. Now, how the hell should we do our stream today? It's actually very, very straightforward, right? It's actually very, very straightforward, right? Okay, I know a lot of you guys are, oh my god, bruh, just ignore, just move on, right? Just play 3.1 Wuthering Waves, just play HSR. I know, all right? But the thing is, if I do not step my foot down, it will never, ever end. And I genuinely, at this point, think enough is enough. All right. So I'm sorry. I legitimately, I am legitimately sorry to my viewers and my communities who are here for my games. Because yeah, you guys for the past 1 year have been watching me for my games, right? I play games. That's pretty much it. I play games, I react, right? Daily Village, everything. So I'm genuinely very sorry that you guys can't get those for a while until this thing ends. legit, from like the bottom of my heart, I'm sorry to my community. I have to firmly address this until the day comes when this thing ends. So whatever that day is gonna be, we'll see. But today is gonna be day one, and then we are going to be seeing how we're going. Wait, what is this CN guy? What is this CN guy? 你的心胸怎么可以那么窄? Okay, that basically translates to how can your heart be so narrow-minded? Why is MrPokke so petty? Why can't MrPokke let it go? Right? That is honestly a great question. All right. Why am I doing all this? Why am I punishing? Why am I holding saintontas accountable? Right? That's a great question, by the way. Please don't, bro. Like I said, don't ban. No bans. Bro, legit zero bans. Zero bans unless they say some crazy ass slurs against COS. No bans. There'll be zero bugging bans today on any viewer, right? Okay, so here's the reason. In case this is your first time viewing the entire situation, right? So saintontas is basically a content creator that made his entire career off on the backs of not gameplay, not his ingenuity, not even on other content creators. Technically he is, but the number one reason of how saintontas rose to flame is hate. 恨. He built his entire community and reputation on hate. And he's just one of, if not the most hateful little man I've ever seen in my entire life. And you guys will see exactly why I say this. Because, like I mentioned, right, I took a look into his CBT files. How was saintontas was like doing the CBT before he launched in version 1. And then right now we're going to be in the current version. But today is basically going to be our patch notes, which by the time I'm done with the endgame performance, I believe he's probably going to be getting nerfed. All right, that is what I'm going to be believing in. All right, so just to kind of... Wait, hold up. Let me keep track of something real quick. Okay. There we go. Is this going to be a YouTube... No, I'm just yapping. None of this is going to be YouTube, but I'm leaving my voice up in public. If all this is going to be in public, he can see it later on. You have cooled your last cool, my man.